I like
There's
your
a
hair.
filter on here?
Yeah. Doesn't it look good? I think your hair's great.
Maybe it's just my face.
All right, what is up, guys? It is me, Heidi. Obviously, you know that because you are here on my YouTube channel, but you're probably wondering who the girl next to me is, or you're here and you're like, who are you? I know who she is. I don't know who you are already. Anyway, here with my good friend, Brooke Ence, one of my best friends. She's the most amazing person. We are co-owners of a couple different businesses together and just, you know, like soulmates. We're sisters from two other misters, and not two other misters, but two misters, right?
Yeah, sisters
From
other
another
misters.
mister. Something like that.
And Mrs.
Look at her lips, first of all. Nick, can you zoom in on her lips? She has
Don't do it.
the best lips.
Perfect.
Go show me your lips. So we're gonna tell you our tips to having the most kissable lips and the best, is it the most kissable lips? Because we're also talking about inside of the mouth. Because kissing doesn't just stop at the lips, guys.
I mean, we're saying kissable lips because, I mean,
it's catchy. Because really, we just want the title.
That's the, that's the bait. You know what I mean?
And then
you have to have that
Now's
to
the
dangle.
switch.
This is like dangling the
and
bait.
then we're switching right now.
It's like the shiny thing.
Yeah,
right?
and then when they get close.
Hopefully, you're not just a surface kisser. I like to get all up in it. So the inside of your mouth is very important.
It is. But before we give them the tips, I want to know your first kiss story. Do you remember your first kiss?
Yes.
How old were you?
I actually was 16. Yeah.
Wow, you were older than me.
I kissed boys when I was very young. I played kissing tag, but that's like way too early on to like remember, like to even count that as a first kiss.
It was like 8. Okay, so tell me about it.
It happened to be with one of my really good friends, ex-boyfriends. So that didn't go over well. But I always was told that kind of like your first kiss or like those first experiences, you develop things like you might learn things.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like techniques.
Yeah. Did we teach you a lot of techniques?
Oh, so many. Point is this, good friend of mine, he had a thing for me. He hadn't been dating my friend in a while, but they had a thing, like they were this item. He was a year older than me in school. He was in my car. I was dropping him off at his house. There was some sort of conversation that was kind of addressing the fact that I hadn't kissed a boy. He was basically confronting it, and he wanted it.
He was like,
and I too,
they're not getting out of your car until you kissed him.
Yes, I too wanted it. But I also was like, oh, I want it, but oh, Carolyn's gonna hate you. And then it happened.
Who leaned into who and what seat were you in?
I was in the driver's seat.
Oh.
Because I was driving.
Brooke's always in the driver's seat.
And he leaned in. It's almost like he was coming, and
he
it was
there.
Like, you're gonna play along, or I'm just gonna try.
And was it long?
It was very good.
Is Marley listening to this?
It was definitely. It wasn't like a.
Yeah. Were his lips
He
soft?
got in there. Super soft.
Were they? Were they big?
Soft lips, like medium. I wouldn't say like big lips.
Okay.
Perfect amount of tongue. A lot of great pressure with the lips. It's like you can't just like you can't be stiff here.
No, you can't.
Like
you can't be too loosey-goosey and like wet, you know? Like
it really.
What are you talking about?
Am I about right now? I love that you laughed, Rachel. We're gonna bring it back.
Like you're a dancer,
yes,
right? So you can dance with your lips.
It was a pretty sexual dance with our mouths.
Was he hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a redhead.
Me too. What? Me too.
So many redheads out there are like, whoa, like it's a big deal. No, but you know.
I mean, but what are the chances? My goal was to wait until I was 16.
That was me.
Oh, and you did it.
Yeah.
I did not. I was like a month away. And I would have waited till I was 16 until I kissed a boy, but I was so excited about that. Here's what I was excited about. I was grounded my entire high school years. Not because I was a bad kid, because I was perfect, but because my parents were so strict and protective of me that they would find reasons like, you didn't pick up your underwear on the floor to ground me. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was grounded for everything. I was the only girl of 4 kids, and I was grounded all the time. And so my parents went out of town, and they left us with a babysitter. And the babysitter didn't know, and I had like one friend that I was allowed to have, like literally Jackie. I had 2 friends, but Jackie, I was approved to go over to her house. Well, Jackie was having boys over this night. And so I'm like, oh, Aunt Jan, who was babysitting me, I can go over to Jackie's. My mom said I can. So I made my way over to Jackie's house, and this boy, who I totally had a crush on, wanted to kiss me. And I couldn't wait. He was a good kisser. And I didn't know that at the time. You don't know if somebody's a good kisser until you experience
a bad
somebody
one
that's not a good kisser. So if he's watching this right now and his wife is actually one of my friends from high school, you were a good kisser.
That's something you can hang your hat on.
He had good lips. He had good lips. Breath was not bad. I don't remember it. I mean, I can't smell it right now, but like it was really.
She's like, I can smell it like it was yesterday.
I am a kisser. Like kissing is a big deal to me. And so in any relationship that I have, which I'm not in a relationship right now, if you're watching this, and you want a relationship with me, you gotta like kissing.
If you are watching this,
single and maybe ready to mingle by the time this video
are
comes
interested,
out. We're single
in kissing Heidi. We're taking.
Resumes?
We need resumes.
Resumes.
Yeah.
Are you doing the interviews?
I'll do the interview.
But what is part of the interview that they have to kiss you? So you can tell me if they're good or not.
Yeah,
Good
for
enough for me.
science.
Okay.
For science.
That's how this is working.
We like kissing. Lips are so important
Yes.
for so much more than that. I just would think that you're talking to a lot of people. I think having like healthy skin, healthy lips, it's showing you're a healthy person.
That's what people look at when they talk to you.
Yes.
Like when I talk, I have a hard time looking at eyes. I look at mouth and lips because I'm reading what they're saying.
Yeah.
So I have to go.
Because your hearing's going?
Maybe that's because I'm old. I'm
That
getting
might.
older.
That might be why you're reading lips.
I know. Maybe that is it. Do you think it is?
But even then, everyone should then, we
Take
care
care of
about
their
that.
lips.
Because you never know if someone might be reading your lips.
Our top tips for kissable lips.
Tips and tricks for kissable lips.
Number 1 that I think everybody skips. Scrape your tongue.
I've never used something like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's
It's
serious.
a contraption.
You have to just...
it's the best thing. I'm telling you, if you do not scrape your tongue, your life is going to be forever changed. It gets all the bacteria, all the things out of your mouth.
doubles as a
grip strengthener. I think it's also a thigh master. Watch, go.
By the end of this video, I'm literally going to be inside of this couch, just like this.
Tip number 2 to a kissable mouth. This is going to sound, you're not going to think this is a lip trick, but
no, it 100% is.
Drink your water. Drink your water. There is nothing worse than kissing a sandpaper mouth. I'm just telling you. Here's the thing, when your lips are dehydrated, cracked.
That and color.
Yeah.
Hydrated lips are it's more for even just like your natural lip tone.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Being hydrated is better for your lips.
Okay, so now speaking of if our lips are not hydrated, and even if they are, tip number 3.
A fantastic lip scrub.
I'm telling you, it is a game changer. This Athea lip scrub is the best. Well, any of them, any lip scrub you want, but having something where you can slough off all that dead skin on your lips, take it away.
You don't want to do it every day.
No, you don't. You'll have raw lips.
So be
Nobody
careful
likes
of
raw
that.
lips.
You may need this more often in like the wintertime, the fall. If you are someone who is dry a lot, or you have a lot of
dead skin
pretty often, I would say, I mean, once you do it, you don't need it the next day.
Yep.
Maybe once every couple weeks. Maybe you're someone who's honestly just needs to drink more water.
Yeah.
Like that might
It's
also,
true.
if you're finding,
Yep.
if you're using a lip scrub pretty regularly, maybe look at some of the other areas that you can improve. Just being hydrated.
Yes, I like to use this once a week because I also love the feeling right after I use it. I do have to be careful not to use it too much because remember, our lips are super delicate and they're soft and vulnerable, but also tough at the same time. So I do like to slough off the dead skin.
Yeah.
I like how it makes them feel.
Like Heidi uses it every week.
I do it every week.
You could do that every week, and maybe sometimes you would be a little bit more aggressive.
Yep.
And other times you're just trying to get a little buff before you put what on it?
Before you put a lip mask on. And you know what's
good.
crazy? Before Brooke, we developed this lip mask right here, which by the way, we developed both of these products in our Athea skincare line. But before we developed this product, I didn't even know that a lip mask was a thing.
Neither did I.
I did not know. And it was Marley and a few other people that were saying that this is something that people love to buy. I just knew of like really intensive
Chapstick.
Yeah. No, but this
Like
is
moisturizers.
legit. I love it. So this is something you put on, and you can get any mask really, that's good. I love a before bed mask, so something after you scrub. You can even use this nightly, and you just mask your lips and let it sink in overnight, and it does a ton of good for my lips.
Yeah, it's been so dry, and it's taken, my skin and my lips and things like that. And so the lip mask, I will use it sometimes during the day. Like if I can tell that I just need some sort of deep moisturizing that isn't going to need to be reapplied, like chapstick, how you kind of would reapply it. I throw some of that on.
All right, tip number 5 for kissable lips. This is a tip I have given before. I had my mom sitting next to me on the lawn, drinking her wine, and
where's her wine?
Where's my mom and her wine? We talked about Athea, the lip plumper. This is the one that I love. It's funny because when I actually first promoted this, I wasn't even a part of the company. I just freaking loved it so much, and I've been a loyal user ever since. But something, you were talking about water being the thing that draws color to the lips and plumpness. Say this thing right here, these lip plumpers.
So a lot of lip plumpers from, other companies, they're actually getting your lips to go red and plump up by sort of damaging them. That's why they burn.
Yep.
You have the tingle. So with our lip plumper, it doesn't have any ingredients that you don't feel the tingle. I think that some women search for that when they're finding a good lip plumper. If their lips don't burn or they don't tingle, they're like, oh, it doesn't work.
And the tingle and the burn can be damaging.
Well, that's
with a lot of
exactly
companies.
what that is. What is happening with those products. So with ours, you're not going to feel that that tingling, that burning sensation. But what is happening is if you're drinking water too, it's bringing moisture and you're getting a natural plump and color just from.
I love it.
Yeah, from the process of, hyaluronic acid, staying moist and staying hydrated, but it's not from damaging. You're not getting color and plumpness from actually damaging your lip surface.
Tip number 6, this is the final tangible item tip. Tip number 6. Nobody likes bad breath. We already talked about that when we brought up the tongue scraper. No one likes bad breath. So if you are watching this and you don't scrape your tongue, you better check your breath because it's probably not that good. Yours is good, Brooke. Don't worry. She doesn't scrape her tongue. Nick, yours is probably good.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have coffee breath right now.
Chew your gum. If you want a kissable mouth that somebody wants to come up to and put their lips on yours. I don't know. I'm single right now. We already talked about that.
I'll put my lips on you.
Will you?
Yeah, 100%. I knew she liked girls.
What final tip can you give to a girl out there that is not quite got it yet? She hasn't gotten many compliments. Guys don't want to kiss her. She can't figure out why. Maybe they kiss her once and then they never come back because she just isn't a good kisser.
Did you say confidence?
No, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh, as I'm saying it.
All right, Brooke.
Okay, this is line. I'm just kidding. It's having confidence. I mean, I've even been in this situation where like you're kissing and then all of a sudden I start thinking about like, what am I doing? And I'm like, oh man, this feels weird. Like that is like, that's communicated to the other person, you know? And so I think just being willing to
be in the moment.
Be in the moment. Yeah. And it's a back and forth conversation with your mouth.
It is. You said something when the camera was off that I loved. You said kissing is like reading Braille with your lips.
I did.
And it is.
And your mouth, with your mouth and your tongue.
Your mouth. Being in the moment is such a big thing, and having confidence. And I will say this, don't try, if you're a guy watching this is my tip for you, and a girl too, don't try to take the lead. There shouldn't be any kind of a lead when you're kissing. It should just be two people being with each other and enjoying the moment.
Yeah, it's reacting.
Yep. I thought that was a great set of 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 tips on how to have a very kissable mouth. Guys, if you want more, make sure you subscribe. And also, let me know if I need to have Brooke back on. She brings out the crazy in me.
Honestly,
that much I know. So cool. I can't.